Earlier this week, the Los Angeles Rams, and yes, it still feels weird to say, had their new uniforms leaked to the public. What you are seeing on the screen is not fake. These are the uniforms. And these are not NFL uniforms. These are not college uniforms. These could be high school uniforms. There's a high school in Tristan and I's hometown called Dudley. They're always a good football team. They've got nice uniforms. They're the same color scheme. Dudley's uniforms look better than the Rams' current uniforms. These things look awful. Never in my life have I seen MLB or NFL uniforms look this bad. They've gone from uniforms which they're all right. The Rams uniforms weren't great, but they decide, hey, we've got blue. That's going to be our main color. And then we've got white and yellow as accessory highlights. What should we do with those colors? Oh, I know. Let's make the numbers multicolored. That'll go great. I'll be a millionaire. My designs are genius. It looks awful. The numbers are just a small part. I'll let Eric Dickerson make the next comment for me. The horns look like bananas. He said, former players are bashing these things. I didn't know that the Rams were sponsored by Chiquita, but apparently they are, and they're letting the world know.
Well, Eric Dickerson also works for the Rams.
Well, okay. He can still say they're awful.
No, I know, but I'm just saying it's funny seeing someone that works for the Rams saying how awful they are.
But I went back in time, and I looked at the Rams' historic uniforms, and I found a few which were better. We're going to flash this up on the screen. I'm going to give Tristan some more work here. The 1963 uniforms, they're classic. They're simple. It's a good look. 1975, also a great look. I'm not going to describe. They're all basically blue, white, and yellow with a heavier emphasis on yellow. The 2000s uniforms worn by the greatest show on turf, but those were great. And finally, they weren't popular in a lot of people's opinions, but the St. Louis Rams gold and navy uniforms. Those things were awesome.
I like the color rush mustard packets.
Oh my god. And you've gone away. That might be the one worst uniform. It's funny that we have to even have a discussion about these uniforms being worse than the color rush uniforms. That's how bad it is. But you could have gone with anything like this, and instead you've put this product for your fans to buy. The only good thing about these uniforms is I, as a Minnesota Vikings fan, am not going to have to watch them on TV. Because they're not on the Vikings schedule this year, and the Rams sure aren't making the playoffs. Both because their team's not going to be good, and their uniforms are this bad.
I mean, I don't think the uniforms are too great either. The blue ones, I don't think look as bad as the white ones. The white ones look absolutely horrible. But as Eric Dickerson put it, these uniforms make the Rams look soft. They look like some type of surfing design, the horns. They look absolutely ridiculous. And Eric Dickerson talked about how the Rams reportedly did not even ask their players at all what they thought about the designs. And the players are going to be the ones wearing the jerseys. Whereas the Chargers, who jerseys had a much more positive response, did ask the players how they felt, and changes were made accordingly. So from that perspective, I think that's completely ridiculous. It's sad that the Rams are pushing out jersey designs just to try and cause an increase in jersey sales in order to pay for the absurd contract they handed out to Todd Gurley. And I think with the recent moves they've been making, cutting Todd Gurley, they've been in a ton of money problems. They are returning to mediocrity that not even the young, great Sean McVay can save them from.
Are we still going to say Sean McVay's great? Because
I mean, do you see what he's done with the Rams?
Yeah, I see where the Rams are going, right to the dumpster. But I'm glad you brought the Chargers. Those are some of the best uniforms in the league, in my opinion. They may be the best uniforms in the league. I love that one light yellow or light blue yellow pant design that will flash up on the screen now. That's a great uniform. They have entirely great uniforms. Not a single one is bad, as opposed to the Rams' new uniforms, which every single one of them is bad. And I don't think that that's going to fix the Chargers' attendance problems. Maybe them being good would help. But still, how are you going to get shown up in your hometown by your little brother? It's just sad. Sad, 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 sad.
Let us know what you think about the Rams' new uniforms. Be sure to check us out on all other platforms. A link to that will be down in the description below. And we'll see you at our next post.